Okay, I think racing in VR is actually faster than racing in 2D. And to kind of test that, I'm here in iRacing in VR on my Pimax Crystal. See, we're running at just over 100 frames a second. Oh my goodness me, this is so just absolutely one-to-one with the inputs. It's unreal. The way I'm locking up the car and it's sliding is so similar to what I do in karting on warm-up laps. And obviously I've gone in an open cockpit car here. We're in the F3 and we're at Brands Hatch where there's a lot of undulation. And I genuinely don't think I would be this confident in 2D. So I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I am on the Pimax Crystal today. And this video is sponsored by Pimax. Very important you know that. But this is absolutely glorious. Oh my goodness. 120 frames a second in iRacing. And that feeling of when I'm on the brake, the car moving and sort of, you know, locking up and just pivoting like that is just so realistic. I have illusions that in a parallel universe, I could have sort of done this maybe and got faster at it. But now there's no excuse because you can do it in iRacing. Just trying to find the threshold here of the braking. Great exit. Try not to do a big crash down the straight. Trying to feel the grip gears as well. Obviously, again, you have the ability to look left and right, but honestly, that isn't the biggest advantage. The biggest advantage is 3D depth perception. That is just the critical thing. I'm not interpreting a 2D screen here and trying to work out where to brake. Goodness me. Thank you for my spotter there. I'm actually just able to interpret three-dimensional space. This is very, very, very uncanny, I have to be honest. I've been in ACC a lot in VR recently. Haven't been in iRacing, but coming in here, look at that, 120 frames a second if you can see it. At Brands Hatch, all the undulation, you don't feel this in 2D. I think there's obviously a elephant in the room here, which is if VR makes you faster, if it's the fastest way to drive, why don't my mirrors here are not very useful. Why don't the pro drivers use it? And I think it's just because they'd probably be spending too many hours a day in virtual reality. And that's probably not super healthy for you. I mean, in moderation, fine, sure. But, you know, these guys practice like crazy, guys and girls. That's why I suspect you don't really see the esports events in VR yet. But when I went to the GT World Series with PlayStation, they did have a PlayStation VR 2 headset in the driver's area and they were gathering feedback. Oh, look. Oh, no. Oh, I'm facing the wrong way. Sorry, bro. Oh, no. The way they're looking at me is so embarrassing. The way they were looking was so embarrassing. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's try and catch up now. The absolute shame there. I thought I was really sort of trailing it nicely as well. Let's try and catch up now. I need to map my tear-off button. I think my load cell brakes here aren't set kind of with enough force to get to the threshold, which is interesting because in 2D, I don't really smash the pedals. And what I notice is when I go karting in real life, I come back to sim racing and I absolutely destroy the pedals. So maybe there's something about just feeling like you're in this three-dimensional space where you actually go for it on the pedals. Look at this. It's absolutely rocking and rolling at Brands Hatch. Oh my goodness, so close to the edge there. Still locking up over that curve. We're trying to catch up now. There they are. Also, I don't think flicking from 2D to VR is going to make you faster. I feel like you need to do sustained sessions in VR. And I say that from experience. Going to look up there. When I was racing in PSVR 1, when I was racing on GT Sport, I didn't actually have a monitor or a TV. Oh, I've done it again. I've done it again. Wow. Okay. Well, there we go. This is very, very, very immersive. I want to show you my settings actually because we're getting 120 FPS. It feels pretty much locked. So let me just show you what I've got on the settings here as we come in. Here we go. Options, graphics. So we're running on these settings. It says that as resolution, but that's not right. I don't know what that means. We've got low, medium, off, low, 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 off, low. These are my things. But to be honest, it feels really good. I don't feel like I'm really missing much. We've got the frame rate limit there as well. We could try and add some stuff, but is there anything else that I really want here? I mean, you let me know in the comments, by the way, whether you have VR or not. Just let me know what you think of these graphics and if there's anything else that you would add. We could add the higher car textures, for example. That's not a problem. Why don't we try and add a few of these, actually? Here we go. Let's try. Okay, I don't care too much skies. Cars. I want to do cars in high detail. Pit objects, low detail. Event grandstands, crowd objects, honestly don't care too much about. Particles, medium detail. Shaders will do medium detail. We'll render the dynamic track data, which is actually, I think, important for track wall shadows. We'll do that as well. Headlights, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we'll do all of that. And we'll see if I go here and restart the race. Should make some of those changes. And let's see, actually, whether we're going to keep 120 frames a second. There we go at the moment. Some of those changes won't take effect. But I have to say, this is very, very, very good. Very, very, very good. I mean, this is pretty much as good as it gets, I think. Keep an eye on the frame rate. Oh, I really wanted to get a good start, and we did. There we go, frame rate wise. Maybe struggling a little bit more. And it would depend whether you want a super fixed frame rate or whether you want to try and peak there. Maybe you'd want to lock this at... I'm so sorry, bro. This is highly awkward. Oh my god. Are you okay? Oh no. No, 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 don't fall over. Oh. I'd say the car is pretty much toast. Right, I've been banned from racing, but I wanted to show you here in iRacing. I'm going to be doing a lot more in iRacing because as I've done different sims, I do realise iRacing has that real crispness to it. I can even see the grandstands there and the crowd and everything, which is great. But let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time.